In this video, we have some more UG project ideas. Some of them are theory and applications of eigenvalues and eigenvectors, an exploration on homomorphism between algebraic structures, an interplay between mathematics and physics, application of mathematics in packaging industry, application of mathematics in food industry, an interplay between mathematics and interior designing, an interplay between mathematics and chemistry, applications of chi-square tests, mathematics and color theory, theory and applications of certain mathematical curves, the power and beauty of geometric shapes, mathematics in movies. So first we will see here in depth the project is not explained, just the outline is given. For the first one, theory and applications of eigenvalues and eigenvectors, you can have the introduction. In that, you can say what do you mean by eigenvalues and eigenvectors, and why are they important. Then in the main chapter, theoretical background and worked out examples. That is, you can define. See, here you are saying just what are eigenvalues and eigenvectors, but whereas here you are giving the rigorous definition of eigenvalues and eigenvectors and how to find them, the methodology. That is the basic calculation steps you can show and illustrate them with examples. And you can also point out properties like if a matrix is triangular or diagonal, then its eigenvalues should lie only on the main diagonal. So like that, there are properties, so they can be mentioned here. And then in the next chapter for UG project, the introduction and of course preliminary ideas can also be given. And the definitions, see, suppose you want to give the definition of a triangular matrix or what is meant by a diagonal matrix, so all those things can be given under the title preliminaries. Introduction, we are going to introduce about the topic, their importance, and what is that you are going to chapterization, how you are going to chapterize the entire thesis, entire project. So here the preliminaries, you can give the definitions that that are needed to further discuss them in the project. Then in the next chapter, applications. So there you can have in differential equations how they are used, eigenvalues and eigenvectors, that concept. And then principal component analysis, which is used in machine learning, and Google's PageRank algorithm. So you can refer them in the standard book or articles in a standard journal. Then from that you can give idea about them. Then you have to conclude and give references in that books, articles or websites, what all that you have referred, you can give in that. So next is an exploration on homomorphism between algebraic structures. So in this you give the list of algebraic structures, whether it is in groups or rings or vector spaces. You have a lot of examples, so you can list them here in the preliminaries, actually, not in the introduction. In the introduction about homomorphism, what do you mean by the canonical homomorphism, the fundamental theorem on homomorphism. So all those, the meaning of them can be given in the introduction, and what are they can be mentioned in the preliminaries. So introduction and preliminaries will be your first chapter, and in the main chapter you can have 2 chapters, that is more than enough. So in the introduction, you are going to introduce about your homomorphism, your algebraic structure, what do you mean by special substructures, all that, and list of examples you can consider under preliminaries. So for groups, the set of integers under addition, then the congruence classes modulo n. So all of them can be mentioned. Yes, and the symmetric group, D and diagonal group, all that can be mentioned, and along with the special substructures. So in the case of groups means normal subgroups. In the case of rings, it will be ideals. In the case of vector spaces, it will be subspaces. They will be special substructures. They can be mentioned here. And then you can give examples of homomorphisms whose kernels are special substructures. The homomorphism can be both canonical or non-canonical. So you give the examples of homomorphism from both, so that the kernels, see, we always know that kernel of a homomorphism is a normal subgroup. But how about the other way around? Given the, I mean, if you can, do we have any homomorphism so that kernel will be that special structure, substructure, that is whether it is ideal or a normal subgroup or subspace. Given that, do you find any homomorphism or canonical homomorphism or non-canonical, so that the kernel will be that special substructure? So that will be an interesting part to search and give them. Next, you can mention about the applications of homomorphism in algebra, in cryptography, and then naturally you have to conclude, and references should be given, whether you're referring books, articles, or websites. Next topic is an interplay between mathematics and physics. So there, why it is the mathematics that's so important in physics, that can be mentioned. And again, in preliminary concepts, which algebraic concept that you are going to use, the in calculus, differentiation, integration, about them, and vectors, matrices, differential equations, about them you can mention in the preliminaries. And here in the main chapter, what are the key mathematical tools in physics and how they are used, so that can be mentioned. And particular examples can be quoted in the next chapter. So like using calculus, how do you derive the concept that are given in Newton's laws, and through vectors, how electromagnetism can be explained, and through differential equations, how quantum mechanics the concepts in quantum mechanics can be explained. And then using tensors. So at UG level, this can be avoided. So two or one will not be enough. Two or three examples will be enough at the UG level. Then again, as before, conclusion and references should be given. Then application of mathematics in packaging industry. This is an interesting topic. So again, in this, how does mathematics play a pivotal role in the packaging industry, that can be given, and what are the various aspects that are considered in that. So you can have in the main chapters mathematics in packaging design, how the surface area can be minimized given volume or packing constraints, that can be examined here. And mathematics in material efficiency, what are the best way to get materials with minimal leftover waste. So like that you can discuss, and how the cost can be reduced, so using optimization algorithms. So all these can be discussed here. Again, conclusion and references. So these can be discussed in application of mathematics in packaging industry. So next is your application of mathematics in food industry. Mathematics introduction you can give, and mathematics in formulation and nutrition analysis. Um, and then in quality control and food safety, how max can be used, and inventory management and distribution, how max is used in that. Then conclusion and references. So these are a few the topics that we have discussed in this. So in the same way, you can have all this and interplay between maths and interior designing, maths and chemistry. Then how you can apply chi-square test, mathematics and color theory, then mathematical curves, their application and the theory, and geometric shapes, their power and beauty, and the most interesting one, mathematics in movies. So, in the following video, it is explained that how you can search. Say, for example, we want to have an interplay between mathematics and interior designing. How you can search that in the Chat GPT. So that is explained in this video. So you can just type. I have simply copied that, an interplay between mathematics and interior designing. So it asks. It looks like you might be preparing a project or a poster. Would you like me to help you create an outline, content ideas, or a design to go along with it? Then, because have we just typed well, we have pasted, so it is asking this. So you just say yes. Then it will give you title, what you need to have in the title page, and then what you need to introduce, explain what interior designing is, mention how mathematics plays a crucial role but often hidden role in it. So all this can be you can have an idea, the topics, sub topics that you can have, but you cannot totally rely on the concepts that are given in this. So the idea you can get from it. Then you search in books and articles in standard journals, and then you can type them. Okay. Um, so here it also gives case studies and examples. Then how you have to conclude, that also it gives. And references, even if you ask for references, you must give references, it says. But even if you ask for give me references and articles like that, it will also give that. So, and then here you see PowerPoint, do you need that, or PDF document, sample diagrams. So again, you cannot totally depend on it, just get ideas. So here you want to know the references, so give me references too, if you say. Then it gives now uh, response 1 and response 2. You can go through it, whichever response that you find fine, you can use them. And there are lots of websites it mentions, and research articles also it mentions. So you can just simply copy and paste that and search in Google. So here so suppose you want to have Adobe color wheel explanation, then you can go here. And so suppose I want to have mathematical concepts in architectural design or a study on mathematical approaches in interior space. You just copy that and paste it in Google. Then it will give again lot of references. You go through them. You can go through. So it also says all these things. What some may coincide with what you have already got in ChatGPT, and you can go to papers like this article in certain journals, so that you can go and refer, go through them, and then select whichever is relevant to you. And remember, you should not forget to mention these references. So this is given in this journal. All of them should be mentioned. So introduction, all that, with picture and all, how golden ratio is used. So it is the application of mathematics in interior designing. So you can refer all this, whichever is relevant to you. You can, supposing you feel that this one is your choice, then you can prefer that, and you can even copy this and paste, so that some of the statements you need not type again. You can copy and use it. Of course, font will change, that you have to, depending on the requirement in your project, you can proceed further. So you cannot totally rely on ChatGPT. You can get ideas from it. You have to refer books and articles relevant to the topic. If your project needs Python coding or LaTeX coding, that also your ChatGPT will give, but it may not be always correct. So it need not be correct. You have to refer and then proceed. Standard books and standard journals, they must be referred. And this to conclude, we have a quotation from American mathematician Marston Morse. He has said that out of an infinity of designs, a mathematician chooses one pattern for beauty's sake and pulls it down to earth. So you choose, there are a lot of topics available. You choose the one which you are very passionate about, and then pull it down to earth, in the sense that you can refer a lot of books and articles, and then give a nice project, and do well when you do your project. Thank you.